Applied clinical informatics is what I would say your back of the house workhorse, under Debbie Turner's lead. There is no other team within the Department of Nursing and within Patient Care Services who is more responsible for the safe care of our patients. Your electronic health record is actually one of the #1 keys that actually improves your patient outcomes because it really serves as your checks and balances. Deb Turner's team and the clinical informatics team, they do an absolutely phenomenal job of being responsive to requests, being responsive to our needs, making sure that what we're putting in place is at the highest standard possible. They use evidence from other organizations, they test things out, and they have a really comprehensive rollout process so that our 2,500 nurses and 1,000 plus patient care assistants and our physicians all know what they need to know in order to really document their care appropriately and have the safeguards in place to provide safe care.
Hi, I'm Deb Turner. I'm the Director for Applied Clinical Informatics at the Med Center. I've been at UMass for 32 years. I've held a variety of roles in different units, but it's been a great 32 years. I'm hoping we were nominated because I think the team is small but mighty. We are 4 of us. We work very closely with the bedside staff and nursing leadership to help improve patient outcomes, to work on quality issues, to work on education and documentation, and really a variety of roles. I've been a nurse for a very long time, probably 44 years. And to think how much the pharmacy role has changed over that time, it's just amazing. When I first started, literally we had a recipe box of drugs, right? And now you have pharmacists as a vital member of the team, and I think it's just amazing and wonderful, and they're a great team to work with. Because every day I feel like I'm challenged to do things differently, to look at new things. Don't always have the answer right away. Sometimes the answer wasn't what we want it to be, but to work to find that answer, and that's what makes your job so challenging, and being challenging like that, it motivates you to come back the next day and to work harder, right? Everything was changing. Like everyone else in this room, I'm sure you came to work every day a little bit nervous. Obviously the staff at the bedside that had to put on the N95s and all the protective gear to actually go in and take care of the patient, they are the heroes by far. But everyone worked so hard in order to help stop the pandemic and improve outcomes for patients. But one of the things I found with my team is whenever I say, we need to switch gears today, we need to look at something different, we need help here, they've all been so willing to roll up their sleeves and volunteer to move forward and do whatever it is they need to do to help in this unbelievable situation. And how motivating it is when somebody recognizes you, just because it just validates that the effort you put in every day when you come to work is being felt and it's recognized, and that just makes you feel great. It's kind of the icing on the cake.
I'm Laura Fuertes, and I'm a nurse and I work in applied clinical informatics. That there are people who know they can reach out to us and we will be there and help in the moment or get a plan in place to help their problem moving forward. We have a group that comes from different backgrounds, and when we come together, I think our brain power is great. Whether, data, some of us work really well with data and that sort of stuff, they have that background, versus someone who might have some clinical experience where I feel like, I can share that. We're diverse, and I think when we come together, we can conquer a lot. We are able to help and support staff and support nursing to be able to do what they need to do, document what they need to do, make sure their workflows are up to date and on par, streamline some of that work so they can give the best care. The greatest of days is when we get a call or email from someone out on the floor, out in it, and say, oh my God, we have this problem. We've been bumping into this roadblock either today or for weeks, and we can, because we're here, can get up and go to the floor and help, or like I said, and fix it immediately, or get a plan in place so that they don't hit that roadblock anymore, so that nurses can do what they do best, which is being at the bedside.
Hi, my name is Linda Parker. I am a senior business analyst in the clinical informatics department. I love the team. I've worked with a lot of different staff over the years. We come from diverse backgrounds, and I think together we are just we just make us stronger. We are relentless. We don't give up until we have an answer. From the day I started working here, my goal was to come in every day and to learn something new and to teach something. And that's just what I've made that my motto. Anybody that asks me all the time, that's my answer. I want to teach something, I want to learn something new. And all of that to help provide a great patient experience for our patients. We still go out to the floors and do whatever the staff needs, so we support them. We helped to set up some of the areas, special areas that were needed for this, for this period of time during the pandemic. It was challenging, and I hope that, especially with some of the technical pieces that were needed in those areas, I hope that because we were able to secure that and make sure that that was set up for them, that it made the nursing staff role easier when they got into those locations. So it brings tears to my eyes that somebody really feels that way about us.
Hi, I'm Krista Henson. I work for Applied Clinical Informatics at the Med Center. I've been here 5 years. I think it's working with everybody. Instead of just coming in and working, you get to work with pharmacy, you get to work with the providers, you get to do things on your own too. And then it comes, you can show people your work, and that it helps out the nurses in the long run and just helps out the hospital to have better care in the long run. Just over the, again with COVID in the past year, that it's all coming together and that we can really just be flexible and, go where we need to go and help where we need to help. Thank you to the IS Pharmacy team. We really appreciate this. This is very unexpected. And we do work, as Deb said, we work very well with them and we get along very well, and it's nice to be recognized.
So my name is Megan Leary. I'm the coordinator for the Pharmacy Informatics group. And I've been here for about 12 years now. And I'll never forget the first time I was introduced to Deb Turner. There was a Pyxis issue in the PD clinic and patients weren't showing up. And she came in like a whirlwind. And I said, who is this person? But she was adamant that we had to fix this issue. We have to make it right. We have to do the right thing for these patients and get these meds, and they need to show up, and the nurses need to have what they need to take care of them. So, okay, I'll do whatever you want. For the rest of time, I will do whatever you want. I think they're just a very caring, hardworking, easygoing group of individuals. You can feel the compassion and the dedication that they had to their patients. The organization and all the patients here and all the caregivers are lucky to have you. Because like I said, a lot of it is behind the scenes. So sometimes you don't even know what they're doing and how they're fixing things, but it's really important work, and it might impact you, whether you know it's happening or not. I think we've all had to just tackle challenges we didn't even know could exist. I think it's also made people come together in a different way that, it showed the strength in the community that I think we have.
Liz Isaac, Medication Safety Officer. It's really just the fact that they never dismiss a single concern. It could be the smallest, might not even be a problem, to, nope, this is a major issue and we really need to investigate it, but there is not a single stone unturned when they are involved. They want to make sure that we're doing the right thing. There's not a single project that I have done with them that I feel hasn't been done in the right way or with the right motives in mind. And I just think that in general is probably what sets them apart, is they always have the right motivation and really want to make sure that not only is the patient at the forefront of what we're doing, but also that our nurses can always do the right thing as well.
Hi, my name is Mai-Chi Tran. I've been at UMass for almost 19 years now. I've been in the role of quality safety and informatics for the past 9 years. They think about the patient, they think about the caregiver, they think about how they would want to be treated if they were in that situation, and always leveraging the technology and our tools in the best way possible. They dig and they dig and they dig until they understand what the root cause is. And until they really understand the real problem, they're not trying to come up with solutions. They actually want to understand what is really happening so that they're not putting a Band-Aid on the situation and then walking away and saying, yay, we fixed the problem, victory, good for us. They really do look at it as something that needs to be a long-term fix, a permanent fix, so that it doesn't happen again. Thank you for being wonderful people. Thank you for always caring and always thinking about others before you think of yourself, and know that we can always rely on each other. That it can be a pandemic, it can be a tsunami, it can be a hurricane, and we're gonna get through it.